11 July 2024. Late afternoon sun, early evening. Guess it's around 6:30, 7 o'clock p.m. Streaming. I have no clue what this video is going to be about yet. Hi Shimmy. Hi, what are you telling? You have something to share with us? Okay. You see all the birds? They're coming to drink. The birds are coming to drink. Anyway, back to where we were. So, it's so good not to know actually what you're about to do and just to do something you didn't plan. I like it that way. It makes life more interesting for me. More interesting. It makes life interesting. Let's put it that way. Unexpected. I don't know what will happen next. How cool is that? But we tend to want to plan and look ahead. What will you be in 10 years from now? What do you want to be? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now, 20 years from now? Don't you have goals and dreams? And nah, I rather live like I do. I have no clue what happens tomorrow, so we can make a, like, shall we go to a movie or whatever on Tuesday? But, you know, don't pin me. Something might happen that makes it being cancelled or postponed, right? Things can happen, so I'm open for spontaneity. And to always be in the experience. Nothing is a must. Nothing is a set, given, like cannot avoid, you have to. It doesn't work like that in life. If you follow your bliss, it takes you places that you could not have imagined, I guess, even, like you could not have constructed it. Right? Oh, why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? Let's see. Let's make it properly. Now we're steady. No movement in the camera. So no planning, just living in the moment and streaming. Without definitions, without intentions. I'm curious what comes out myself. Myself. Yeah. I'm curious what comes up. And so that is exciting in itself, the not knowing. And to be totally okay with whatever is going to occur. I have to rather be with it than to say, oh shit, this happens or that happens. Then I'm in my own way. That's kind of stupid. So I had to unlearn all those things, you know. And I did from 2005 on. I started my unlearn process. And I'm not done yet. I'm still here, so I'm not done yet. And that is exciting too. So there's always something to continue for, which I don't know what it is, but in the end it will all make sense. Just like my life until now. If I look back, it really makes sense. In the moment, sometimes I was like, fuck, it doesn't make sense at all. And so that's the person looking. And yeah, the person cannot figure it out. He, she, whatever the person, will go nuts. Because it is not trained to really be authentic. It was never really allowed. It was actually unlearned to be authentic and to be like normal, like stunts, like normalized. Just be normal, you're crazy enough. I remember those words. That was parent talking, like, please behave. They already think you're kind of nuts anyway, so let's not pull too much attention towards ourselves, like family name and da. Keeping up appearances. Oh my gosh, that's such a good series. I have to recommend that. That is exactly talking about keeping up appearances, and it's hilarious. Very to the point, hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, keeping up appearances. That's what we have learned. And so, seeing that is already one step. Acknowledging it is another big step. And then changing it or unlearning is really like, wow, it's humongous. Because it requires to stand in honor, to follow what you know, and that can be a bitch sometimes when you are reminded, when it's not comfortable, can be a bitch, but in the end, there is a day that you laugh about everything. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. That's the good news. So, no planning. Just being in the now. And I have to share this look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birds are sitting on the roof, and they're waiting. Oh, number 8 arrived to have some water, which is right there on the balcony edge. 2 buckets, or 2 buckets, 2 bowls, and so all kind of birds are sitting here drinking, relaxing, like an energizing station, I guess. So that's the birds. So yeah, being in the moment, not knowing what is happening next. And to follow what comes up. To follow what comes up intuitively. Like you feel like making music maybe, or you feel like painting, or you feel like having a walk, or whatever you feel like actually gets pushed away by our mind, because we have to also think about other things, which is kind of the trap that we have been pushed into, because in that way we cannot follow our natural flow, our real nature of the being that we are, not human nature, because that is just learned. So that is really essential, I would say. The birds are drinking. They leave me some nice feathers also from time to time. So, what else do I want to add? What else do I want to add to this video? Cheers. So following what comes up, I feel passion. I always felt a passion for playing music because I like to dance. So I rather play the music that I like so that I also can dance to what I really enjoy. And then I started to produce music because that's just a logical step probably, but not everybody does that. But I really enjoy it because it's like a playground of infinite possibilities. And also there I never have like I'm going to make this song or this melody that I now hear on the radio, I'm going to make this kind of song. It doesn't happen to me. I have lots of melodies coming up and frequencies that I let out. I do light language. Light language is coming through when I open up for that, and it's an amazing experience to see what can come out of you if you just surrender. We call it light language because it doesn't really have a meaning, but it is sound, it is light, it is frequency, vibration, and so it has some effect, really. So why did I tell you about this light language? So I feel that those are things that are coming up in me, and so I let it out. I give in to what comes up. If the mind says, why would you be doing that? It doesn't make money. It doesn't that. Go do it, because actually your mind is really trained to stop you because it thinks you are going to commit suicide for the both of you. But if you do it, it will see that it was wrong, and then it starts to work with you. That's my experience from 2005 onwards until now. That it's really our mind that directs everything, the whole show. We're just not aware, we forgot, we cannot really remember, nobody taught us. So we didn't really forget, but we came here in forgetfulness, meaning we don't know who we truly are. So some people are really searching for that. Who are they? And they're finding it. They're having amazing experiences on all levels of this existence. There's levels in waking up and in experiencing what you think is possible and what is not possible. And so some people will not experience the existence of aliens, extraterrestrials, spaceships, other worlds, dimensions, galaxies, whatever. Some people will never experience that because they just don't believe in it. That's their system of operation, and so there's no room in that, and that's fine. So it's really interesting to look at our beliefs and why we have them, from where did we get them, who are we really? We are walking parrots, kind of, walking computers, programs, conditioned beings that have been conditioned to have certain beliefs that everybody has, and so you have to have them too, otherwise you're weird. Then you stand out and there's not really a place for you in society if you have not common sense, right? Common sense in that world, ideas and beliefs and assumptions and etc. What is possible and what not. Imagination. Very early we are taken away from imagination because it's useless. Think about that one. Everything is imagination. Really. Everything. There's nothing not imagination. It's just how it's being used. But we are imagining the whole day. We are teleporting the whole day, creating realities all over the place the whole day by what we focus on, where we point our attention of focus of attention on, at. Very simple. And those are realities in themselves. So you shift many, many, many times. Bashar says billions of times per second we are coming in and out of this reality and passing all other realities. Can you imagine that? It's like mind-boggling. But that is the mechanism. So whatever we focus our attention on, that is a reality in itself. It's a timeline in itself. So now you can wonder, okay, what are my thoughts? And why do I have these thoughts? Why am I busy with whatever I'm busy with? Whatever I need to fix in this world or change or fight against or all those things, all those narratives. What is really true and useful in creating my own peaceful world? Should I be busy with what's going on outside? Because that is what is, but that's the result of the past, so we should not be busy with what is. That's a trap, a spiritual trap. No, future presence. If you focus on what is, you're creating from there. How about creating from future presence? From your preferred state of being, personality even. What do you want to experience? You can do it now, because everything is here and now. The other version that is not suffering, for example, already exists. There's not really a process of shifting into that person. It's an immediate acknowledgement, recognition that it's already done, and then the old one stops. If you really grasp this idea. So, anyway, it's all connected to not knowing what will happen next. To be in quantum acceptance. Meaning there's nothing to resist and there's nothing to accept. It's no more verbs. It comes from knowing who we are and that we don't have to worry about anything. That actually the opposite, it creates all the problems, all the stress, all the issues, all whatever we have created here. That's what it is. So, thank you for being with me on this short one. Catch you on the next one. Peace out, dear brothers and sisters.